for some people, the awareness level that they're living at is pretty dim. So you come to yoga class and the teacher asks you to get present, to feel your breath, to feel your body, to get into the moment. And that is life-changing right away. It has never occurred to some people that they are more than here up, that there is a body and a heart and a whole being.
Yoga has benefited me as a human being by, it's given me a sort of a serenity between body and mind.
Yoga feels like a smooth river. I even started to say stream, but a stream in my mind is more bubbling, and a river is just smooth and flowing. So when I'm practicing yoga, I really have the feeling of light energy moving through me, so it's a constant movement.
We do the internal stretch, and it stretches your liver, your pancreas. It moves around all your internal organs. So that's good for me to get everything moving again, because I've had a year of a lot of work of repairing myself.
You can go to any community and find some place to practice yoga with other people. It puts you in a setting with like-minded people. It gives you an opportunity to create relationships with people who are interested in it also, and living non-criminal lives usually. So there you go. We've got, you know, a bridge built.
Yoga is a place where you can meet people and just be around other women and exercise and relax, make new friends. And that's important in my recovery, to have something fun, not just classes, 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 and homework, and always dwelling on the drinking.
The other common denominator among our students who are incarcerated or who live in institutions is that for many of them there has been a point in their lives previously where there was either a traumatic or shame-based experience where their sense of who they were became so diminished that the life they were living was a thread of what it could have been. It was like a dim light bulb compared to who they could be in their lives.
The act of being still within yourself and recognizing self as something internal instead of the external events of your life is a dramatic change in the way of thinking for a lot of people, and helps them recognize that they are more than just what has happened to them or what is happening to them now.
Who you sense yourself to be is no longer just this shameful experience. It's not just your trauma. It's not just your family association. It's not just the drugs and alcohol. Who you know yourself to be in upward-facing dog and downward-facing dog is much larger than that. It starts to open the fabric of the body so that that light, that sense of essence can come through. And it did that for me, and I see that happening for the students. The way they light up at the end of class, the questions that they ask as we come week after week, it is touching their lives.
Oh, stranger, I'm reaching out my hand. Walk with me through this strange land. You know the darkest of times is at hand, but you and I know together we stand. 'Cause there's a river of love that shines through us. You sing it. There's a wave of love we can ride. We are lights. And there's a burning, burning love inside. There's a boundless, boundless love inside.
I often finish class by saying, "Is there anything else I can do for you?" And one woman says, "Sarah Joy, how about a ride home?" You know, it's totally illegal. "Come into my trunk." "Sure, yeah, we'll go home." When she said that, it just showed me the power of humor, and that they are lighthearted. After yoga class, their energy has shifted so much. They can walk in feeling totally stressed out, you know, detoxing from drugs, having an argument with the guard, getting a phone call from a loved one that's kind of contentious, and come into yoga class scowling. But they come. And it changes their outlook when they're done. They are more lighthearted, they're laughing, they're asking questions about how to keep doing this, how to do breathing and mindfulness when they're not in yoga class. Every time I teach, I get a report that it's changed somebody's life, whether it's in an hour, a day, a week, or if it's changing it for the next several years.
What I'm most hopeful for when I go home is probably being home with my family again. Because, yeah, I miss my mom and my little sister. And now that I have all these different tools I can use at home instead of like fighting and stuff like we used to. Now that I know more peaceful things to do and not to fight and yell.
This is my last chance. I'm making a go of it. My husband and my kids have dearly been by my side. Just getting back with my family. I mean, that's all it means to me.
I just want to live life to the fullest, and I definitely am going to continue yoga, probably until I die. So basically, recovery and yoga is on the same track. Recovery until I die, yoga until I die. And so I just want to live life the best I can, be the best human being I could possibly be, and hopefully, if God is willing, that would be possible.
One of the things that DePaul says is kind of a mantra for our meditation is that they say, let go of what is past, let go of what is not yet, observe deeply what is happening in this present moment, but do not become attached to it. And I love that, both for meditation and for yoga practice. It's all a matter of, coming to that balance or synthesis inside myself and being comfortable with myself just as I am. That's all good.
Daisy is my dog, my yoga dog. She's 13. She's doing her sideways dog pose right now, side dog. We call it Parshva Shavasana, Shavasana on the side. She does Shavasana on her back sometimes. Yeah. She does downward dog and chasing dog and dog chasing squirrel pose. She gets to come to the studio.
So she's your studio dog?
She's our studio dog, yeah.
I would love to see yoga come into a lot of prisons. I'd love to see it go into junior high so that maybe we wouldn't have to have prisons. And maybe that's what we need to do with our schools now that the budgets haven't allowed for so many of the things that used to keep us interested there. Maybe we need a whole huge cadre of volunteers coming in and saying, this is what I love about life and I want to share it with you. And it could, the whole concept, the simple concept could change the world. And we've known that forever. Our churches have taught us to tithe from the very beginning. 10% of $1 isn't very much, but 10% of what I love the most, given in my hours to people who can't reach it otherwise, or might not even know about it otherwise, that's a great gift.
I would say at this stage in my life as a yoga student and a yoga teacher and a yoga server, what I find most inspiring right now is that yoga really works. It works at every level. If you listen to the process that's unfolding inside, it is working. Now you can come to your yoga mat and do downward dog and feel better in your hamstrings and your upper back and walk away and still argue with your spouse and still drive over the speed limit and still drink coffee all day long. But you can also come to your yoga practice, your hatha yoga practice, your pranayama practice, your bhakti yoga practice. You can come to that, and if you're really sincere, it's working. It is waking you up. And the glimpses that you get of that wakefulness when you're practicing, when those get sewn together, no longer a dotted line, oh, wakefulness, oh yeah, wakefulness, oh, I remember wakefulness. When that becomes a continuity, it radically changes your life. And you feel the presence of God imminent. You feel it carrying you, welling up through you and sustaining your life force.
Reach with every dazzling moment of each breath that you have. Claim your life and the bucket of sand at your core like an hourglass. Experience creation in its vast expanse. The movements of the planets, the animals and plants. You're a fleeting piece of meat that matters in your dance. Have faith. You are the conjurer. Have faith. You are the weaver. Have faith. You are the spinner of the beauty dream. And your fire lasts forever, and your movement never stops. And your happy childhood is now.
Too many roads. Things are changing too fast. Cowardice is everywhere. Selfishness is eating up the world. Who can dream a good road and live to travel on it? Who can give birth to herself and then be her own mother, her own father? Who can live in the future and live in the present and not go crazy? Who can live among the spirits and live among the humans without dying? Who can sleep with their own destiny and still know the happiness of a beautiful thing? These are the riddles of the trees. When people keep running, something keeps chasing them. In this life we have seen how sweet sorrow can be. Sometimes life appears as sad music, and we cry to the hidden angels, we did not make this strange bed that we have to sleep on. We have sorrow, but sorrow is the sister of hope and the mother of music. Water the tree of love. We are the miracles that God made to taste the bitter fruit of time. We are precious, and one day our sufferings will turn into the wonders of the earth. Water the tree of love. Water the tree